Welcome to Dubrovnik here from Pax Europiana. Günther Fellinger speaking. It's a wonderful city, it's really amazing, it's beautiful. And it's the pearl of the Adriatic and it's a friend and strategic partner of Montenegro. And this is very important. We need to be very clear here that the two NATO allies support each other because the strategic aim is now to get Montenegro into the European Union as fast as possible, also to contain Russian and Serbian influence. This is the national strategic interest of Montenegro and of Croatia and of the European Union and of NATO. So get this done. There are several issues here about Montenegro and Croatian relations. Here in Dubrovnik is probably the best place I could ever talk about it. I understand the war in '91. It was between Yugoslavia and Croatia. Croatia is a free country because of the War of Liberation. The bridge of Franjo Tuđman is over there. I shook his hand at one of the party congresses when I was active in the youth and in the students times back 30 years ago. And I say, yes, obviously it was a great war of liberation, a success. And Montenegro was part of the state union on the other side, yeah, of Yugoslavia, of that evil empire. But it has changed. Yeah? It's now part of our side. It has seen the light. 96, 97, after the horrors of the Bosnian War, they broke with Milosevic. They went to the West. Đukanović led his nation into the West. And it's time for a reconciliation and peace process. And this must be done now between Croatia and Montenegro to have no kind of Bulgarian-Macedonian issue around with some bilaterals on the way, where somebody funny comes on the idea that some issues might be unresolved, like the Morin prison camp, like apology, like some restitution, like the Prevlaka Peninsula, which is unfortunately still not finally settled, to my best knowledge. And all these issues, somebody could come up and say, hey, we in Croatia, we make a bit of a mess because the Slovenians made a mess with us, the Bulgarians made a mess with Macedonia, and so we have a wonderful mess ahead of us. Yeah? And I say no to that plan. If somebody in Russia has that plan, or somebody in Serbia has that plan, or somebody, recently I'm very unhappy with the Croatians actually. Yeah? I'm sometimes quite unhappy with them. Yeah? Whenever they have the good child, the good books of the Brussels people, but not building the infrastructure to the coast as it's necessary, the highway to Trebinje, building this Chinese bridge, which was utterly unnecessary, and then messing up Bosnia with this tribal policy of the election, as if that would be more important than NATO membership of Bosnia and EU candidate status. Give me a break. Are you a tribal leader or Mr. Plenković are a statesman of European dimension? That's the question we have to ask each other very seriously. And when you mess up Montenegro issue, I'm really getting very angry on that one. No. Okay, we need NATO membership of Kosovo, we need NATO membership of Bosnia, we need EU candidate status for Bosnia and for Kosovo, we need the EU start of negotiations for Macedonia and Albania, obviously, and we need obviously, clearly and absolutely, we need Montenegro in the European Union 2024, and it would be really very welcome, Mr. Plenković and all the friends in Croatia, and best regards to all of them. I love you very much here in this beautiful square. If you can settle all the bilaterals in a very good understanding with the Montenegrins before we get to a crisis point, yeah, that would be extremely welcome. Yes, and communicate to your people that the Montenegrins are their allies and friends. Because on my Twitter feed I get already a lot of things, yeah, oh, Đukanović was this and that in 95, 92 and 91. Okay. So have you communicated the new NATO membership, friendship and your support for Montenegro in your population? Have you built a consensus, made the resolutions? I think not. If you want to play the Slovenian game or the Bulgarian game, I will be your worst enemy. You'll be sure about it. And this I say on this beautiful square. Isn't it beautiful? It's amazing. Dubrovnik is such an amazing, beautiful, global asset which Croatia is very lucky to have, because I remember there were a lot of German and American support for Croatia. I have not forgotten, but seemingly some here have forgotten. Yeah? It seems to be a little bit forgetting time here but not forgiving time. Yeah, it should be better to have forgiving time than forgetting time, I would say so. And I would call for some kind of forgiving, not forgetting. That would be good. At least you shouldn't forget your friends. Yeah? That would be very good. This is wonderful places. It's amazing places. There can be also many beautiful events here, like a reconciliation place with the president of Montenegro, for example, coming here and there, and then you communicate to your people that you are friends and allies now. Imagine how beautiful that could be and how amazing that would be for the world. I know Mr. Djukanovic was many times here, and I'm not his lobbyist, don't get me very wrong. And I'm just saying that if you then discover some things which you want to regulate in the last moment and annoy me and block Montenegro's EU accession because of Prevlaka, Morin, or the whatever issue there might be, which even I don't know, whenever I think I know most of them, but it would be very annoying if that would be then the reality, and I would be so unhappy. And I would have to tweet every single day. And I would brand you a Russian asset. That's for sure. That I absolutely guarantee. Yes, this is one of the best places here. It's very beautiful here. I show you this amazing place. It's one of the best terraces by the sea. This is the beautiful walled city. I don't go there, it's very expensive. Here you can do excursions as much as you want. And over there are the hills. It's not exactly this, the hills, where the Montenegrins were part of the state union bombing this beautiful place. But it's so basically the idea is like that, yeah. And here you can go to Savtat, that's the border town. And here some beautiful ship is coming in with the Croatian flag. It's very beautiful, everything. It's a wonderful day for tourism. The bad weather is gone, and now we are here in this beautiful Montenegro. It's not Montenegro, it's Croatia. Just not to mix it up. And please, it's very similar for all of us anyhow in Western Europe, and we understand that it's a big problem for you guys, but don't overstretch the patience of the Western Europeans with the various bilateral conflicts. It's 21 of them, mostly connected to Serbia, and the Croatians should please do whatever you have to do fast and not mess things up. Otherwise it's getting really very annoying. I was in this hotel once, it was very good. Wonderful hotel. This is really very beautiful here now. I love it. And you see this beautiful place. And here basically the idea is on the other side of the mountains there was the shelling of, and it was true that it was Montenegrin soldiers, or at least the army units stationed in Montenegro, whatever the ethnicity was, and that of course has to be addressed. I'm absolutely for addressing the past to be ready for the coming future. That's my slogan to Austria, from Germany, from Ukraine, and for Croatia as well, to address some of the crimes of Croatia in Bosnia would be very good. Yeah, I think also very necessary. Hello Croatia. And not messing up other countries, and not blocking other countries, but being very, very good student of the West. Yeah? That would be good. Or you can study what happened to Greece in the financial crisis after they blocked Macedonia. There was very little friendship lost after that decision. And you will be very, very lonely if you go down the road. And I want to be very clear, because otherwise I'm often misunderstood as Mr. Nice Guy. He's just nice. And I'm very nice. But if you start then to blackmail Bosnian EU candidate status on some tribal demands, yeah, for the Croatian election reform, or when you don't really support Kosovo, just in case of traffic accidents, making a show but nothing substantial, yeah. Guys, I watch you and I don't like what I see. Man, the houses are nice, the tourism is good, but the policy of Croatia is a very big disappointment for me in the recent years. And I made already many statements about that, and you probably don't care. Fine. But I have no intention of letting that be standing. Good. Wonderful, really beautiful. I like it very much. This is very good. Yes, this is Dubrovnik here, 2022 in July, the tourism season at the peak. A lot of things going on, beautiful developments, and really a fantastic place. I recommend you to come here and then to visit Montenegro. I call for a strategic partnership between Montenegro and Croatia for EU accession to make it possible. This is the best thing to do and to be very successful together in Europe and together to Europe. Remember the slogan? This was the slogan for you guys. Very good. Look at that one. What a cathedral that is. Yes. Here, very nice. Amazingly beautiful. Just I need a bit of shadow now. Perfect. Thanks a lot. More to come from Paxa Europiana here from Dubrovnik. Bye.